There was a season where everything felt heavy, and this became one of the ways God met me in it. For a long time, I didn't realize how much joy I had lost until one day I couldn't feel it anymore. In a very short amount of time, life changed everything for my family. In October 2024, my husband was in a serious work accident. Multiple fractures, weeks in the hospital, months in a wheelchair. Overnight, I became a full-time caregiver while still being wife, a mother, a professional educator, and the person everyone leaned on. There was no pause button, just responsibility. Go, go, go. Then in January 2025, we lost my baby sister. Unexpectedly, no warning. She left behind 4 beautiful daughters, a granddaughter, and an amazing fiance. My grief had to make room for showing up, even when my heart was breaking. Before we could even breathe, another call came, then another. I lost my cousin, who I considered to be yet another sister in every way that mattered. And then not long after that, my Uncle Junior, the one who kept our family laughing, arguing, loving, and staying connected. By then, I wasn't living, I was surviving. By day, I wore a mask. By night, I was fighting to stay afloat. I prayed, I trusted, and honestly, I was angry with God. Until one day through tears, I heard him ask, "Why not you? Why not your family?" I didn't have answers for him, but I knew I wanted to live. So I started searching, not for explanations, but for joy, my joy. I tried reading books I've never read before, books I had already read 2 or 3 times. I tried watching things I never usually would watch, things that my sister would have watched, my cousin would have watched. Nothing brought my joy. I tried creating, drawing, and then I tried the traditional crochet needle knitting. I really thought it would work because it's what the woman before me knew. My mamas, my aunties, my cousins. What my hands should have been able to do was failing me. But the truth is, traditional crochet just wasn't for me. And at first, that felt like another failure. But something unexpected happened while I was trying. I smiled, I laughed, I felt lighter even in the middle of getting it wrong. And that's when I realized it wasn't about the method. It was about what was happening inside me while my hands were moving. So instead of stopping, I stayed curious. I started looking for another way. And that's when I found chunky yarn hand knitting. Chunky like me. No needles, just my hands, just movement, just space to breathe. I watched videos after videos. I paused, replayed the videos, started crocheting and trying again. And when that yarn arrived, I did not wait. That very first night, something in me began to shift. I was laughing out loud, dancing around my house from excitement of finishing something that I had started. I called my mama and she could hear the joy in my voice before I even explained why. I showed my husband, I showed my boys. The stitches weren't perfect, the rows weren't straight, but my heart felt live again. And that's what you're watching here, not perfection, progress. I don't stop recording when real life walks in, when my husband or my boys need me, when questions are asked, when love shows up. I keep knitting because this right here is how joy found me again. This space isn't about being good at something. It's about giving yourself permission to try, to struggle, to laugh. So welcome to the Chunky Knit Craze. This is real life with a chunky chick who chunky knits. Dr. C, That's me. And if you're watching this feeling tired, heavy, or unsure, just know your joy can come back too. Sometimes just one stitch at a time. Welcome to the Chunky Knit Craze. Join me as I grow and learn more.